What up, chat? How is it going? How are we doing? Hello, hello. Welcome to the broadcast. How are we doing? How is it going? I watched the new Jubilee video yesterday with Mehdi Hassan on it. Dude, that was crazy. Like, that was kind of insane, to be completely honest with you. I'm getting everything pulled up. We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about the Pokemon Presents. We're gonna talk about it because some cool stuff was announced. Some cool stuff is maybe even happening. So, you know, who knows? Who knows? But we'll go over it quick. All the new stuff that has been announced because of it, as a result from today, new things I've been seeing, all the good stuff, all the fun stuff. So, let me see here. I'm just quickly looking to see if I can verify something that I saw earlier on Twitter. I can't. There's a chance it was taken down. We'll go over it. So, chat, the Pokemon Presents was today. It was 24 minutes. We'll quickly run through. We'll quickly run through everything that happened before we start playing Minecraft. So let me go way to the bottom because I feel like this is the least important stuff. So we're gonna go through everything that was officially announced, everything that I've seen on Twitter since then that I think is worth talking about, and then we'll kind of move on from this, right? So first and foremost, just quick news that I don't think anybody like really cares about, to be completely honest. Pokemon Cafe is getting new Pokemon. It looks almost like a nautical event with like Lapras, Meowth, Cinccino, whatever. Pokemon Sleep looks like there's something going on with the legendary dogs. I've tried Pokemon Sleep. It's not for me. For any real sleepers out there, you can catch the legendary dogs soon, it looks like. Next up, pretty cool, Pokemon Unite. So Latios and Latias are coming soon. I'd be interested to see what they can do. To be completely honest, I think seeing what Latios and Latias could do is going to be really cool. I haven't played Unite in a while, but it would be cool to see them. Palmot's coming soon. That's pretty cool. Masters EX, Carmen and Sinistra's coming. I don't like that game. I've been very open about that. GoFest 2025 is having an Eternatus Max event. I'm sure for all the Pokemon Go heads in the audience, all the goers, this is probably huge. Having Eternatus, like a big Eternatus event. They're calling it something. They're calling it like the Max, yeah, the Max finale event. So that's pretty neat. I think Eternatus is honestly a pretty cool Pokemon. So he's coming to Go, whatever. New Scarlet and Violet events. Yeah, Terra Raid bottles for the 4 Ruinous Pokemon. And then there's new mystery gifts for like tracksuits. That looks almost like, yeah, it's for the shinies of the 4 Ruinous Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. Because this is a shiny Chenpao. I'm pretty sure. Or shiny, Ting... Oh, fuck, which one? Wo-Chen. Yeah. So, it's update... It's a Terra Raid battle event for the shiny versions of all 4 Ruinous Pokemon. So I'd be interested to see, are they shiny locked? They are shiny locked. So this is going to be the only way to get them. But you can get them now. So this actually might be something that I do even. Thursday the 22nd to August 3rd. So from today to August 3rd is Chenpao. Or Wo-Chen. Wait. Wo-Chen is appearing. 5-star raid battles and it's shiny. Terra Raid crystals from, yep, the first in series of Terra Raid battles from today to September 14th. This says August 3rd, though. Oh, September's after August. That's right. Oh, whoa. The 4 Pokemon appearing cannot be caught upon being defeated. Instead, participating players must collectively reach 1 million total victories. Interesting. That's interesting. And then if you have to hit 1 million to unlock Wo-Chen. That's interesting. Okay. We might have to do that on Thursday. This might be a thing that we have to do. Because it'd be cool to have these. It'd be cool to have these for sure. So they're the shiny Ruinous Pokemon. Looks like you have to... The community has to hit 1 million total victories before August 3rd to unlock shiny Wo-Chen. Interesting. Okay. Next up. What is the lying title? Yeah, we're going to get to Pokemon. Don't worry. Not Pokemon. We're going to get to Minecraft. Don't worry. This looks cool. Pokepark Kanto looks pretty cool. It's going to be like a Pokemon-based amusement park in Japan. And it looks like what I gathered from the footage is... Because, yeah, they even say it here. You're going to be able to encounter Pokemon. What I gathered is they're going to have animatronic Pokemon. Feels like a place where Pokemon truly exists. So this is going to be cool. I think this would be really cool to go like see and visit. 5 nights at Game Freaks, yeah. And then at night, all the Pikachus come to life, and if you're still there, they shock you. And then they stuff you into a Snorlax. But this seems cool, truthfully. TCG, to be honest, I really don't care. Pokemon Concierge, I'm not super interested in. This, I didn't see much of. It's called The Misadventures of Sirfetch'd and Pichu. So that's where Snorlax's weight comes from? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The cartoon stock sound effects, yeah. I do like, to be completely honest, the animation studio is working on this and worked on Pokemon Concierge, Ardman. I do like their animation style. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Pokemon Concierge is for me. I don't think it's for me. Maybe I should like watch it and then decide, but I don't know if that's for me personally. Sirfetch'd and Pichu is probably going to be the same. It's probably not for me, but still cool. Pokemon Friends. Pokemon Friends is interesting, chat. It's a puzzle game that is free to play, but from what I've gathered, there's like $26 worth of DLC if you wanted to do anything. So this is like for sure not for me, but just a new Pokemon thing they're coming out with. It's whatever. But biggest news of the day, chat. Biggest news of the day. Pokemon Champions. Puzzle game where you can pay to not play the game? Yeah, exactly. So, Pokemon Champions. This is crazy. This is what was on my Twitter feed all day. It was this and like one thing about Legends that we'll get to. But this, it looks like it is essentially taking Pokemon Showdown and making it an official Pokemon product. Which is huge. This is huge. Like, okay, if you don't play Pokemon, more specifically, if you maybe play Pokemon, but you don't know what it's like to build a competitive team, because I tried, right? I had my Pokemon Arc. You know how Showdown is, right? Where you literally just build the team. Everything is sliders. You can choose whatever move, whatever it is. Building a competitive team in Pokemon is monotonous. It is a pain in the ass to do, truthfully. Because you have to do everything by hand. Pokemon Champions. Look at this, chat. So, this game is not good. It's not going to be free to play. That is something that Pokemon has pretty much confirmed, is that it's not going to be a free to play game. You're going to have to pay to get champions. But in the game, there are no microtransactions. By playing the game, you unlock, you see here, these coins. You will not be able to purchase these coins. The only way you can get them is by playing battles, and you get more for winning battles. So, Pokemon Champions will link to home, which means if you have Incineroar in Pokemon Scarlet and you want to move him to Pokemon Champions, you can link it to home. But if there's a Pokemon you want in Champions, but you don't know how to catch it or maybe can't catch it, which is maybe the big part that we're not talking about. If there's a Pokemon that you can't catch, you can just pay these coins
your team
to recruit. Right? And then you have a box. You know, you build a team. So why would people play this instead of Showdown? Because this is like official Pokemon. So here's the deal. This is staged just like a double battle. And then when you go to train your Pokemon, chat, it's a slider just like Showdown. Just like Showdown, the EVs are a slider. And the movesets, you can change the type, you can change the moves, you can change the ability. So, obviously the question is, why would a normal person choose this over Showdown? Right? Well, the main thing is that this allows, with this, how this is, it's going to streamline official competitive Pokemon, make it more accessible to a bunch of people, and this allows Pokemon for their entire official competitive scene to take place outside of the games. Because when you look at a game like Pokemon Legends Arceus, and then you look at a game like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, there is a very clear distinction in quality. Pokemon Legends Arceus is just a good, high-quality game. Pokemon Legends ZA looks like it's going to be a good, high-quality game. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet does not live up to those standards. And a big part of that reason is because Legends Arceus and ZA, both of the Legends games, do not have online battle functionality. Every time Game Freak makes a new Pokemon game, they have to take resources and time and put that into making online battle functioning. So if they don't have to do that, the Pokemon games themselves can be so much better. And this gives them the ability for Pokemon within, you know, Legends ZA to learn a move, and then when you move it to Champions, it can't use that move. Like, crazy shit can happen now. How much you want to bet Champions is going to be higher than $60? I don't think it will be. I don't think it will be, and here's why. They're releasing it on mobile. I think Pokemon would have to actually be smoking filtered crack to charge people $60 for a mobile game. If it was just on the Switch, if it was just going to be on the Switch, you could convince me it would be $60. But because they're also releasing it on mobile, there's no way they charge $60 for it. So it's going to be on mobile, I think the Switch and the Switch 2. And like, you just can't charge $60 for a mobile game. There's no way. So it's probably max like $15. Maybe 10. So this is huge. I think this, because moving forward, realistically, they said there's going to be like 3 different things. So there's going to be singles and doubles. Each singles and doubles is going to have casual, competitive, and private matches. So this is realistically where competitive Pokemon is headed. I think in the future, once this releases, because it's coming out in 2026, which probably puts it a little more in line with the release of Generation 10, if I had to guess, because ZA is coming out October of this year. If I had to guess, whatever Pokemon presents is next, and we'll get to it later, is gonna announce Generation 10, and it's gonna announce a 2026 release date, that is in line with Pokemon Champions release date. This is probably where for Generation 10 onwards, this is how VGC is going to be played. I guess there's also the graphical upgrade. At least it's certainly more flashy than Showdown. I think, yes, but also this is like official Pokemon. Like that's the big difference. Is this is like an official Pokemon way to do what Showdown does. Because Showdown's whole thing, like obviously it's branched out where you can do like random battles and everything. Showdown's whole thing is that it's tedious and monotonous to make a team in competitive Pokemon. Like in Pokemon, it's tedious to make a team. So you want to be able to test the team before you make it. Does this mean they might eventually make an official Pokerogue? I probably doubt it. I think they're doing this not as a way to like justify shutting down Showdown or anything, or to pull people from Showdown. I think they're doing it more so as like the biggest complaint from competitive players is always the team building. The team building always sucks. It's always awful. They've never gotten it right. There's a bunch of like tools in the game now to make it easier, but then you have to like purchase those tools in in-game money. So then you have to like grind to get the money. So like there's never really been a good way to build a competitive team in Pokemon. So this feels like an answer to that, because right now competitive Pokemon is growing at such an exponential rate. This feels like the next step to help it grow more, is to make it more accessible to people. Like the global challenge did good for that. Online connection did great for that. So you don't actually have to like physically connect a link cable to someone else to battle them. Once they had online connection, they were able to make VGC. And now with, greater online connection, you could connect to anybody in the world. It doesn't have to be just local people. Like competitive Pokemon has skyrocketed. And that's in no small part due to like Wolfie, right? I think it's really hard to correctly like pinpoint like the effect Wolfie VGC has had on Pokemon. Because he is firmly Wolfie is firmly the best Pokemon player that has ever existed, and he's sitting just short of 2 million subscribers. I think the effect that Wolfie on his own has had on Pokemon is, immeasurable, to be honest. I mean, 4 million views on his most popular videos. Since you said Legends Arceus is a high quality game, would you say it's the quality that should be expected from Pokemon games, or do you think the bar is higher? This is the opinion that gets me into hot water. I think Legends Arceus is probably the quality and like the visual style to expect. To be completely honest, the game plays really smooth. The game, because here's the thing, the comparison is always from Pokemon. So let's look at this. Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Shield, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade, Switch. These are the comparisons that are always drawn. I can lay this out for you. Assuming I can find high quality pictures of these games. Okay. Why is it like compressing everything? That's good. Like, that's compressed to shit. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough to make my point. So, okay, this is what I mean. So, this is Xenoblade Chronicles. Like, even though it's compressed... Oh, you can't even see the picture. This is Xenoblade Chronicles. Even though it's super compressed, you can still tell that this is like high quality, right? Like, this is just a high quality graphic game that runs on the Switch. Same thing with Breath of the Wild. I mean, the texturing and everything looks good. Pokemon Shield, Pokemon Scarlet, the trees look better, but like the background gets really like polygony. Legends Arceus looks closer to like Breath of the Wild. Now, the reason I think we don't have to get any crazier than like a Legends game in terms of graphics is because I think Pokemon has always been and will always continue to be extremely stylized, but that doesn't mean it can't be high quality. So I think like I don't personally want Pokemon games to look hyper realistic. I don't think that's necessary. I think a lot of the look and style of Pokemon looks cartoonish. And I think that kind of is Pokemon. You know what I mean? I need to admit, I haven't played the games, but I've seen full playthroughs. Because I haven't played it myself, I refrain from saying any big comparisons. Like, I know very well what I'm talking about, because realistically, I don't know that well. Fair enough. But I think, like, a lot of the discourse you find online about how Pokemon games should look, the comparison is always Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade Chronicles. Those don't feel as stylized as Pokemon. How would you compare it to Mario 3D World? Super Mario 3D World. I think... a better comparison is... Because I think, like, the thing with, like, Mario 3D World, it still looks very, like, almost overly smoothed out in the way that Pokemon does. I think if you were to go, like, okay, what's the next step? Super Mario Wonder. I think this is the game, like, this is probably the limit of what Pokemon could realistically look like. I still think Mario is maybe a little more cartoonish than Pokemon is, but in terms of like texturing and detail, because me and Lily played Super Mario Wonder, I kid you not, from like 8 feet away on a huge TV. So I didn't notice this until I brought my Switch up here and played Super Mario Wonder. On like Mario and Luigi's overalls, you can see their stitching. Like, you can actually see the stitching on the overalls. I think that's, like, maybe the upper limit of what to expect from Pokemon. And I think Arceus is only, like, one level below that in terms of, like, what to realistically expect. But the big difference there that everybody never keeps in mind when they're talking bad about Pokemon is Pokemon games are made by Game Freak. As of 2018, 143 people work for Game Freak. To be the developer of the highest grossing video game franchise of all time, and to only have like 180 people, maybe 200, I think that's where a lot of people maybe, because they do other things that aren't just Pokemon too. I think that's where people get a little too lost in the sauce, is they think Game Freak is a huge company that just like sits around and fucks around all day. Have you seen Pikmin 4's graphics? I can't say I have. It's unbelievable that it runs on the Switch at all. Yeah, I think this is probably the limit for like what a Pokemon game can look like. Realistically. I think once you hit this and it feels like it's like Pikmin 4 looking, and it feels like it runs on Pikmin 4, like that's it. Like we've hit the ceiling for Pokemon. So I do think there is still room for growth, but in terms of like comparing Pokemon games to Pokemon games, Legends Arceus is definitely like the highest quality that we've gotten since probably Ultra Sun or Moon. And I'm talking like from Ultra Sun and Moon all the way through to Scarlet and Violet. So that's even including like Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Let's Go Pikachu, Eevee. Like Arceus gaps all of those. And I think Pokemon Champions allows that to maybe happen more consistently, or maybe even we can get to something like a Pikmin 4. So that's the big news from Champions, is it's essentially going to be Showdown officially brought in through Pokemon. This is probably the future of VGC. Digital Foundry's videos, if you want graphical and technical benchmarking, they have a video regarding Pikmin 4. I'll check it out. I'm always looking for something new to watch on YouTube. And then the showstopper to bring it back, the showstopper of the Pokemon news today was all the updates regarding Legends ZA. So they didn't show much that's like worth talking about, right? They've been keeping Legends ZA kind of pretty intensely under wraps. They haven't announced much in general. The main thing was Mega Dragonite. Mega Dragonite was announced. I'm iffy on the design, to be completely honest with you. I'm not like completely sold on it. But that's kind of it. They announced some other NPCs, whatever. But the big thing from Legends today was Mega Dragonite. And then similar to Arceus, Arceus had big, scary alpha Pokemon. It looks like in Legends, you know, looks like in Legends there's going to be wild Pokemon that can Mega Evolve themselves, which is pretty interesting. But there wasn't much news. I saw people saying they hope for a bit of blue on Mega Dragonite. Probably for like a Dratini thing. Mega Dragonite fan art. See if I can... Yeah, so like he didn't end up too far from stuff like this. But it's been leaked by... So that was the official news. To go into like what's kind of come out over the course of the day. Mega Dragonite, yeah, these are all like the NPCs, rogue Mega Pokemon. Mega Dragonite has been leaked to be a dragon flying type still, so we have yet to see what its ability is going to be. It could be something like Aerial Light, which would be crazy because a very dominant build for Dragonite right now is Terra Normal Extreme Speed. Giving it Aerial Light does the same thing, so that'd make it a little more permanent. What also got leaked or announced is the Nintendo Switch 2 bundle. So, if you don't know, chat, Pikmin 4 and Mario & Luigi Brothership were the first two first-party Nintendo games to use Unreal Engine. Really? That's cool. So if you don't know, chat, I was holding out on getting a Switch 2. Because I wanted to see what this looked like. I knew they were going to do some sort of tie-in with Legends. I was hoping it was going to be a special design. It looks like it's just a normal Switch 2 that comes with Legends, which is like fine. But that kind of sucks. Anyways, that kind of sucks for me, but it's okay. We're going to do it anyways. Yeah, so just screenshots of being able to like directly adjust Pokemon's stats and abilities. There's Mega Dragonite's official artwork. Yeah, Pokemon Friends is $10 and has $26 worth of DLC that you need to pay to unlock, which is crazy. Do you think ZA will cost more than $60? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. There was something that Nintendo came out and said, and it's like, we're going to price it proportionally to the effort we put into it. And I just don't think it'll be more than 60, truthfully. Oh, I was just, yeah, about the Unreal Engine. I said that was cool. That Pikmin 4 and Brothership were the first to use the Unreal Engine. And then I was just saying with the Switch 2 tie-in that it kind of sucks that we didn't get like a special design, because I was personally holding out for that. Just trying to see if there's anything else. Yeah, so okay, the Nintendo Switch 2 bundle is going to be $500. So save $20. Okay, so I guess we can look up cost of Switch 2. It's $450. So yeah, it sounds like ZA is actually going to be like a $70 or $80 game. Some trainer customization stuff. That was kind of it from Centro. Cerebi is actually the one that broke the news on Mega Dragonite. So from Cerebi, Mega Dragonite is going to be a dragon flying type, which is Dragonite's normal type. So there's not going to be a type switch. That was kind of all I wanted to pull up from here, to be completely honest. There isn't really much else. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about, chat, I don't know how he found it, where he found it. Wolfie VGC found Mega Hariyama somewhere. I was not able, I just want to say, I was not able to go anywhere on the Pokemon website regarding Legend ZA and find anything about Mega Hariyama. But I'm inclined to believe that maybe this was on the website and was taken off for some reason, because I don't think Wolfie would post like fake Pokemon news. But yeah, see, Pokemon Champions is going to change everything. Even Wolfie agrees. So it's going to be big. Champions is going to be big. I have faith in Legends because Legends Arceus was so good. But it was a big Pokemon news day. I guess we could have just watched it. That took me 40 minutes. The whole present was only 24 minutes. Given how flashy they make Mega Evolutions, Terrestrialization, whatever new gimmicks they have in the game, I make the joke that every Pokemon game has a gimmick which takes up 50% of the graphics budget. I could honestly believe that. Truthfully. Well, not that it's bad, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I think Pokemon games since Generation 8, like since Sword and Shield, have just kind of not been up to like par with everything else. To be completely honest, my Minecraft is muted right now. I think it's safe to say that Pokemon hasn't really been up to par with everything else. So I was thinking about it, chat. I don't know if I want to derail us looking for where's shaders? I don't know if I want to derail us looking for a oh, it's enabled. Looking for a, what's it called? A mangrove swamp. I don't know if I really want to derail us. I think we'll just do it some other way. Yeah, especially because I'm running out of food. So let's head back. I'll put like a different barrier around it for now. If you vanish, you're just going to have dinner. That's okay. Just gonna avoid the skeleton. Make sure I'm heading north. I'm heading east. I need to go north. Because I remember running pretty much straight south to get to this point. So north should get me home. God damn. Holy. Okay. Just wanted to kill some pigs. That was kind of insane. How do you feel about the texture update they did to Minecraft? You talking about like from years and years ago? Yeah. I think like most other people, it threw me off at first. But like, you know, after so long with it, I don't think I could go back, to be completely honest with you. I saw someone say that like the new mob textures are getting like almost overly complex. Which like I could see an argument for. I could almost agree with that, you know? Like looking at the texture for like the sniffer versus like a Minecraft pig. I think some complexity has been added. Dude, the skeleton's being an asshole. Yeah, and like the animations and everything, yeah. Like I could be convinced that maybe, you know, things might be a little too complicated now. But I also like, I don't mind it, you know? I mean, at this point, but I also see the argument though that like, that like the added complexity almost like breathes new life into it in a way. Cause like the way the sniffer looks, like his animations are like, I like the sniffer's animations, you know. I think maybe one of the reasons, cause like in terms of Minecraft mobs generally, I think the sniffer's kind of up there for me in terms of, you know, favorites. And I think I would be lying to myself if I said part of that wasn't because it feels so much more alive with its extra animations than, like, you know, pigs do or cows. Because I think that's a big part of it to consider too, right? Is I think you're getting really careless with your HP. Yeah, I think I'm just more focused on getting home right now. I turned off hardcore and just stopped caring. But no, I'm trying not to die. I promise. I've also just, like, I've been playing Valhalla 6 on, like, a private server with a bunch of people. And, like, there, I'm, like, at a point that I, you know, just short of literally never take damage. So, switching back to, like, vanilla Minecraft with just, like, regular iron armor is a bit of a, like, it's a bit of a shift. For at least the first little while that we're playing. Like, I loaded in and immediately looked for my minimap. Which is not a thing that we have. Oh. Not being used to taking this much damage, yeah. Because I, like, on the server, the mod that me and my friend, like, really got into was Ars Nouveau. And, like, with that mod, like, I haven't even been taking, like, fall damage on my private server. So, like, taking any damage at all and not just immediately healing it off is kind of a culture shift right now, but it's okay. Gotta stop yawning, man. Ooh, pumpkin. I'll actually take this pumpkin. Do you know about the saturation stat? I do. I know that the sweet berries probably aren't, like, the most saturating food for me to eat. But, like, there. I also have my raw pork chop. Oh. It's really weird that boats go this fast on ice. Makes me wonder if it's a bug or if it's a feature. That's a good question. I did just see a video about, like, a list of a list of Minecraft bugs that, like, Mojang refuses to fix. I didn't get all the way through it, so I can't answer that question in all honesty, but I could believe that it's one of those. Yeah. Is there like a gray area between a bug and a feature? Like an unintended side effect? Maybe that's what it is. Surprised there hasn't been a minecart overhaul done. So there is one in the works. It's one of the like quote unquote experimental features. So Minecraft allows you to add features to your world of things that they're like testing. And one of them is the minecart overhaul. And like I think it like uncaps the minecart speed. So you could make minecarts like shoot off at like 1,000 miles an hour or something. To make them a little more like relevant in a more modern game in terms of like a mode of transportation. You just run into problems, from what I've learned. From what I've learned, like the reason that Minecraft can't just change whatever most of the time is because of Pocket Edition. Because they're trying to move towards like a, or like they're slowly moving towards like a unified Minecraft. They already have with everything that isn't Java Edition. But I think they're kind of trying to work towards that with Java Edition too. So they have to be sure that anything they do on Java can also work on every other. But how minecarts work in Terraria, I would love to hear it. I just have to turn my camera off for a second. Give me a second. Okay, actually, I thought I solved my problem, but I didn't. Hang on. All right, we're better now. Terraria has wings you can equip on your character to varying degrees of bonus mobility. So that gives them some competition in mobility. You mean like it gives the minecarts some competition? Yeah, okay. Hit me with it. How do they fix it? Is there no quick iron in here? Minecarts in Terraria are all about an initial setting up cost, which you gain from by being able to use minecarts. First is the price of setting up a rail. And that's an instant ban. I don't know how they're skirting my anti-bot rules. There is no iron in here at all. That's crazy. Just a random tree trunk. Oh, god damn it. Now I have to put my watch on the charger, chat. I'm so sorry. As opposed to Minecraft, a single unit of wood is a single... And a single unit of iron crafts 50 rail tiles, which would be about 25 rails in Minecraft terms. Okay. There's a forest burning down over there. Now that already brings an alarm, which is wild. That's going to take up a lot of inventory space, even if it's absurdly cheap. I'm assuming they stack to like a really high amount. Am I right about that? Most Terraria items stack to 9,000. Okay. 9,999 actually. That's crazy. Is this our dark oak forest, or is this a different, more evil dark oak forest? Chat, last night, not to derail from the minecart conversation, I accidentally went on a little bit of a building binge on the Minecraft server that I play on. Because there's a mod called Mine Colonies, which, like, is exactly what it sounds like. You can, like, set up a little colony, and they'll, like, do things for you. So they'll, like, mine, they'll chop trees. They do a bunch of cool stuff. The problem is that it's a very long process to get them self-sufficient. That's gonna hurt. So with all the other mods we have installed, like by the time, because I was the one on the server in charge of like setting up the colony entirely. By the time they were like relatively self-sufficient, we had already surpassed any use for the colony in general. So I like chopped it all down. I destroyed the colony. Chopped it all down. And then I've been like building my own village. Just because like one thing the colony was doing that was pretty nice is it was just like, it was cool to have like the movement, like the activity around the base, even if it was like just NPCs. It was just fun. So I started building my own village so we could still like have that. And I went on a bit of a building binge. And I built until like 2:30 in the morning. But it was fun. I built like a little farmhouse. It looks really cute. So now that rails have been established as a cheap to craft feature, here's their strength. They can be placed in midair. Yeah, that's crazy. Can you launch them like a roller coaster? Like in a cartoon when roller coasters will like go off the tracks and they just like fly. Can you do that? I feel like we're close. I feel like that is a good landmark. Whoa, that's a lot of spiders. I had full faith I was going to make that, by the way. I'm going to try and survive off of the berries. So when we get back, I can cook this stuff into like better food. Ow. Jungle! Where is it? So you can click on the last track of a rail cart. They have 3 modes. A default mode, which halts all momentum when reaching the end. A second mode, which lets you slide off the tracks while keeping your momentum. And a third one that just bounces you back with no momentum loss. Just flips as you would expect. Click it with a hammer. Okay. So you could make like a ramp to like launch yourself. Honestly, better gaming. We made it, chat! The tree beyond the clouds. Oh, it's just as beautiful as I remember. Ow. Ow. I forgot I only had ladders going up one side. Ow. Ow. Okay, lock in. All right, first death. Third string. Ow. Seriously? Minecarts have somewhat slow acceleration but blazingly fast top speeds. Like ice boat levels of top speed. Okay. Dude, he spawned on my tree? I thought mobs couldn't do that. I honestly thought mobs couldn't do that. That's like shocking to me. So it's pretty much like being able to set up a cheap ice road, a cheap ice boat highway anywhere in midair. Okay, that actually sounds awesome. Like picturing that, that sounds awesome. Mob drops. I'm gonna put this under farming. The leaf litter. I'm missing my other bundle. And my raw beef. Oh, I didn't realize I was missing my axe. God damn, this shit flies out so far. Oh, there it is. Whew, okay. We made it back kind of alive. We kind of made it back alive. Mob drops. Coal is definitely a valuable for me at this point. Miscellaneous. Farming. Building blocks. Tools and weapons. I'm gonna put these away too. I don't think I really need those anymore. Don't need the arrows. You don't need to craft a minecart to ride the rails. You simply press E near a track or right-click one will automatically snap you to the track and mount you on a wooden minecart. That's cool. Yeah, Terraria definitely seems like a lot of fun. I think we're gonna check it out whenever I end up needing a break from Minecraft for a little bit. We'll check out Terraria for sure. I think that can be potentially very entertaining. You can craft a faster one, but it's not like noticeably faster. Oh, it's noticeably faster, but not crazy faster. Okay. That was almost very stupid. Oh, this is going to go into farming. And then these need to all be cooked. I can also put the brewing stand down somewhere. Start by cooking up those. All right. I think for the rail for the time being, I think I just want to do something that's like super simple. Like maybe even baby's first Minecraft world simple. Just so we don't have to go hunting for fences. You don't need to defeat or encounter a single boss to do anything with Rails. I would hope. But that's cool. I definitely, yeah, we're gonna check out Terraria at some point. I think I'm sold on the concept. I think that's a good... I don't think I need any barrier more than this right now. To be truthful. There's still more to it. Go ahead. I didn't realize the Terraria minecarts were so in depth. I think it's just new to me because Minecraft's system is so simple. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Let's go get some more. Down to my last stack of jungle planks. Yeah, the expert mode with exclusive rewards, I remember. Not yesterday, but last stream. Yeah, I remember. I remember. You're good. There we go. Doop 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 doo 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 doo. There we go. Done already. Done already. Okay. So we got the barrier around. I think we just gotta go mining today. If I can be honest. I think today has to be a mining day for the rest of stream. Hopefully find some goodies. Okay. So let's put all of... Maybe we don't need 30 iron. Shit. I want to be able... One of the exclusive items is a minecart, which you get around the middle stage of progression. It's not faster, but it's so absurdly fast where it's shocking. It's an item with only one specific purpose, so it's so good at that one purpose it feels like you have speed hacks on. That's crazy. I guess I don't need to put sticks in there if I have 16 jungle wood. Let's put these away in this bundle. And then we just have a spare bundle, which will be good. I would like to bring a couple furnaces with me. Maybe even a stack of charcoal. I think that puts us in a good position to go to a cave. Oh wait, I have more seeds to add to the wheat farm. So at this stage, I mean, what do we need? How many diamonds do we have? We have 15 diamonds, so we need 9, which would get us full diamond armor. Plus 2 for a sword is 11. We already have a pickaxe. 14. We need 15 more diamonds. We're halfway there. Whoa! We're halfway there. Oh! Living on a prayer. Chad, did you guys hear that Ozzy Osbourne died today? We're gonna sleep and then go. That's kind of crazy. Damn, we really got Ozzy Osbourne dying before GTA 6. SMH. It's actually an upgrade kit. Okay. All right, let's find, I think, over... Fuck, I wanted to check one more thing. Oh my god, god damn it. I wanted to check because we've checked a couple ruined portals if we had a lodestone. But I don't think we have one yet. How do you make one? Lodestone. Oh, that's actually super easy. Let's make one really quickly. So you're probably thinking, Revels, what does a lodestone do? I'll show you. So if you have a lodestone and a compass, this just points north normally, right? But if you take a lodestone, a stone full of loads, right-click the compass with it, the compass will always take you back to the lodestone. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So now we can go as far away as we want. And always be able to find our way back home. You just have to check the lodestone. You know waypoints, but only one? Like a mod for waypoints, you mean? Oh, you mean like that's what the lodestone does? I guess that is essentially what the lodestone does. It is just like waypoints in vanilla. Okay, I would like to find a cave that's not drowning. Preferably one that isn't underwater. Your walking speed's 31 miles per hour. The wooden minecart is 51. Crafted one is 66. And the final one is 102. That is crazy. Almost 4 times the base walking speed. Okay. Awesome. Oh my god. Oh, cool. Makes it easy. I think from what I remember, there's more than enough copper in there. I don't in the base, I don't think we need to get like more copper for any reason. I think coal is always good to have. I think iron's always good to have. Pretty much, we need everything that isn't copper. Unfortunately for copper. It looks like there should be water right there. One common thing I do in Terraria is set up a single rail line in the sky going across most of the world, which gives me easy access at any point to travel to the surface. It's a good idea. Oh, there's a lush cave. We'll go check out that lush cave. You're not talking too much about Terraria. You're fine. We're just having a conversation. I'm just going through a cave in Minecraft. It's not like I'm doing anything crazy. Ow, that's gonna suck. Alright, I gotta be a gamer. That was some real gamer shit right there. At Y33. Eventually we gotta make our way like way below 0. But I am for sure gonna stop and mine all the copper possible. Or all the coal possible. Even though we've got like a boatload of charcoal, I think more never hurts. Same thing with iron, honestly. Because the shader pack gives that like added brightness. Pause for a bit and cut off what you said for a second. I'm just going through a cave. Oh yeah, I said it's not like I'm doing anything that serious. We're just chit-chatting. But because the shader pack gives all the ores that like glow to it, I keep thinking that the glow lichen is actually diamonds. But then I remember I'm like way too high to get diamonds. Oh my god. self-gaslighting? I don't think I'm gaslighting myself. I think the shader pack is gaslighting me. Ow. Why are you running so fast? Oh my god. This skeleton problem is getting a little out of control. Shouldn't you craft a shield? I mean, maybe. Probably. But, like, I'm just better, you know? This could be a problem. It's actually fine. It's actually the most fine it's ever been. You don't think better than Minecraft skeletons is a very high bar? Have you seen their aim? They're pretty good at what they do. Minecraft skeletons are pretty good at what they do. They don't seem to aim ahead of you. Oh, like lead their shot? Yeah, that's an advanced technique though. I didn't say they're the best at what they do. Do any RL craft mobs lead their shots? I don't know. I don't remember. Honestly, everything in RL craft kind of just killed me with no remorse. So I don't know if they had to, you know. We weren't on the same skill level, so they could kind of just run at me and win. Maybe the projectiles are too fast and their hitboxes are too big for leading their shots to matter. Probably. They kind of just hit like an entire area and hope that you're in there somewhere. Ow. That's lapis? That looks crazy. Finding plenty of iron. Seem to describe some RL craft elemental spawns being caused by, quote, you minding your own business. Yeah, that's how it feels. RL craft is not for the faint of heart. It was funny. Me and my friend were talking about for the Valhelsia server. Because it feels like less and less people are getting on. Kind of just talking about, like, you know, what do we do if everyone's like done with the mod pack? Because it does feel like, so we were kind of trying to like set up what mod pack people would like enjoy the most. And the first, and what we landed on was kind of like a Minecraft Plus type of thing. Which is how we landed on Valhelsia. That's kind of like the whole pitch of it. Is it isn't so much of a kitchen sink mod as other mods are, or other mod packs are. Ooh. And like it does feel a lot. It still feels like very vanilla Minecraft like. So we kind of landed on that, and then through like everyone playing, I've kind of realized what everyone is looking for is more so of like a very linearly progressive mod. That's like maybe more like quest booky. So we were trying to figure out like what mod pack could we do to like get people to play again. And RLCraft came up in the conversation. And I said, "Hey, look. If we want nobody to play the game anymore, sure, we can switch the mod pack to RLCraft." Textures that make parts of blocks appear to be glown, when in reality they're simply ignoring being obfuscated by the lack of light. They're called emissive textures. I see. Interesting. You just know so much about game development. Almost like it's your... Fuck you. Fuck you. Almost like it's like your occupation. How? Who hit me that time? I hear that spider. Oh, diamonds. 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 Let's go. So, for example, an emissive texture for the ores would be just the actual ore portion of the ore texture, since those parts glow and the stone doesn't. So the part corresponding to the stone, the emissive texture would be transparent. I see. It makes sense. I'm not that big of a dum-dum. Only a little bit of a dum-dum. Bundle. Cool. Okay, that was it for that bridge. Oh my god. I'm getting tired. Do you ever chat in like the middle of the day? Just like get the feeling that you're gonna sleep good tonight? Because I just got that feeling. I was like, man, I want to sleep like a baby tonight. You're used to having to explain things to idiots sometimes. I mean, I won't say that I'm not an idiot. I think for me to say that would maybe be disingenuous, but I can understand a little bit. There's more diamonds on the right side of my screen. Not saying that you're an idiot. No, I'm saying I'm an idiot. That is a self-proclamation. Let me go back and get those diamonds before I forget where they're at. Let me not be dumb about this. Oh, god damn it. Oh, wait. Fucking duh. Would I say I'm a partial idiot? No, I think I'm a, like... I would call myself purebred idiot. My idiocy is as pure of heart as it gets. You didn't know water broke cobwebs? Yeah. When you've been playing the game as long as I have, you know, I would honestly hope that I've learned a thing or two that most people don't know. Hey. Real idiots don't recognize when they're idiots. That's a fair point, I guess. I guess I do have at least that going for me, being self-aware. I just think with the amount of times I've turned my computer off with my big toe, I don't think I can classify myself as not dumb. Oh yeah. Did I end up looking Metal Mario's texture up? You know what? I didn't. And I feel bad about it. I meant to. But then I think, like... I don't know. I think something came up. Not, like, as an excuse. Like, I think... something happened, like, as soon as I ended stream. And I, like, completely forgot. And now I'm trying to remember what it is, and I can't. Whoa. You're right, I could look it up now. That's actually so true. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. Interesting. That's really cool. That's cool. I feel like that's one of those things that's like, next time I'm playing Mario, I'm not going to be able to unsee it, you know? Okay, okay. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. I need more torches before I do that. Dump some shit. Yeah, now every time I stare at the metal pool or metal Mario, I'm just gonna see that. But that's a neat little piece of trivia. You know what? That's okay. It's downscaled a lot to fit the N64's RAM. That's fair. That's a good point. But I feel like even knowing, like, broadly that it's there, it'll be easy to see. Crafting table. I don't know how much redstone I want to get. Minecraft having super calm music while you're getting lasered by three creepers. Yeah, but that's like the Minecraft special, you know? I saw you, motherfucker. No jump scare today. No, sir. This is not Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. This is Minecraft. I like that the music was at least decent enough to, like, pause while I fought that skeleton, and, like, now we're back, you know? Ooh, dripstone. Oh, this is huge. Okay. You can compact 9 redstone, yeah. You can also compact raw iron now, which I've learned recently is not a thing a lot of people know. Which means to me, I'm just a real caver. I really just be in the caves. Just a little cave goblin. You didn't know that? Yeah. But a lot of people that, like, play Minecraft didn't know that either. Like, as I watch, like, more Minecraft videos on YouTube, people are like, I learned you can craft 9 raw iron into a raw iron block. And it's like, dude, I've been known that. Because when you're in the caves, the way I'm in the caves, I'm always crafting raw iron blocks and raw gold blocks. Now, what is annoying to me, and, like, also low-key doesn't make sense to me at all, is the fact that 9 iron or gold ingots makes an iron or gold block, right? 9 raw iron or raw gold ingots makes a raw gold or raw iron block. So I need somebody over at Mojang to explain to me why I can't smelt a raw iron block into an iron block. That just like doesn't make sense in my brain. So like because I have 9 blocks of raw iron right now. If I wanted to craft those into iron blocks, I would have to uncraft them into raw iron, smelt them, and then recraft them into iron blocks. Raw gold looks like butter a little bit, but like, we won't talk about the guy that popularized that. I knew it. What if they were smeltable but took 9 times longer to smelt? Since you're technically smelting 9 items at once. That's, honestly, I'm okay with that trade-off. Like, that's honestly an okay trade-off for me. Because I really just want the convenience of not having to uncraft and then recraft everything. That's like... That's a bit of a hassle. You know? If it took the same amount of time to smelt, that would be approximately an 800% smelting time boost. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that too. I want to take a picture of this, like a screenshot, because I think it looks cool. Let me get like in line with it. I just think that looks cool. I think I don't know. Like, if they wanted it to take the same amount of time as smelting 9 raw iron, I'd be okay with that. But I don't think they would do something like that. Because, like, that feels like a halt of the game. I think they made the right call, keeping diamonds the OG ore texture. Yeah, I think they did it for merch reasons. I think we talked about it yesterday. Or not yesterday. See, I did it too. I think we talked about it last time. Which would have been, what, Saturday? I think they did it for merch reasons. Okay. So I think an interesting way to use the bundle in a cave could be for storing the ore blocks that I get. Look at that. Think about all that inventory space I just saved. That's a glow ink sac. I just got an email at 8:05. Who is sending out emails at 8:05 in the afternoon? Am I crazy for thinking that's insane? Brother, eat dinner with your family. Tell the fucking email bot to take the night off. It's been working hard all day. Refer to the first iteration of the sprite, which is not the current one you see in the game. Okay. I mean, I could be convinced that the one in the game right now still looks kind of butter-esque. We have 10 diamonds. We almost have enough to achieve all the riches we want in this world. Could look up the original raw gold. Could. Low-key locked in. I hear you. I want to see if I can find 5 diamonds in 7 minutes. Because we have to end stream in like 7 minutes. This is also a pretty good cave. Plenty of iron. Trial chamber? Yup. Screenshot. Let's walk around here for a little bit. I admittedly don't know much about the trial chambers. I know there's spawners in here. I don't know if they just activate when you walk in or what. If you'd play Deltarune, I didn't want to ask you right away to phrase it nice, non-condescending way, but end up saying, since I had things to say, you need a key to activate these. Really? Like, at all? Don't think you do. Nope. Nope. Do not need a key to activate them. Do not need a key to activate them. You need a key to get into the loot. Gonna burn up my saturation. Watch this shit. He's never gonna see this one coming. Idiot. Boom. I forgot it doesn't stop. Nope. We'll be back. I screenshot the coordinates. I don't think I'm equipped well enough for that. My armor's breaking. Where did you just wander out of? See that, chat? Ta-da! Come on. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go! If my math is correct, and it usually is, that should be all the diamonds we need, chat. To get, like, full diamond armor and stuff. I think the tough bricks could be cool to, like, work into a build at some point. I'm surprised there's not a buff or equipment that lets you see ore through blocks. Like X-ray, but you have to be really close. So in my experience, that wouldn't go over well, because in Valhalla 6, Ars Nouveau has like a rune you can do, like a ritual that gives you that buff temporarily. It is stronger, like it is like a full-on X-ray, but it's only temporary. It's only for like 5 minutes. Let's just say the people on the server did not like it when I found that one out. Amethyst geode. Oh, that one wasn't ready. That one was ready. That one was ready. That one was ready. Hacking, but it's legit. Yeah, they kind of said that, but like... I mean, he just can't be stopped, ladies and gentlemen. They kind of said, like, this is X-ray, but, like, legit added by the mod. But they said it, like, in the middle of a full-blown crash out over it. But then they reaped the rewards from it, and nobody complained anymore. Let's just say everybody was complaining about it until old Revels over here went mining for like 15 minutes and got 3,000 iron, and nobody complained anymore. So everyone's a hater till it benefits them. All I'm saying. That is all I am saying. If a mod was very ore heavy, it would make sense. So you don't have to spend a lot of time getting the ores to balance it out. Yeah, I mean, like, Ars Nouveau itself is not extremely ore heavy, but there are some mods in that mod pack. I'm actually the best person to ever play Minecraft. There are some mods in Valhalla that are extremely ore heavy. Cause like I did like some initial mining before I got the X-ray thing. Because Mechanism, the mod, has a way for you to like duplicate ores. So like you put them through like a string of machines, and it essentially turns 2 raw iron into, or 1 raw iron into 2 iron ingots. So it's a way to like double your ores. But if you put iron ore in there, it turns it into 3 iron ingots. So it's a way to like double and or triple your ore yields. So before I found the X-ray thing, I went out and mined 300 iron, put it through the ore processors, and it turned into 600 iron. It was like 600 or 650 or something. And there was a bunch of people on the server, all like kind of doing our own thing. We were all on the server for like 4 hours. And I went to go check the iron level before I got off. And 600 iron over the course of 4 hours turned into like 30 iron. Didn't I say I had to end stream in like 7 minutes? I did. We'll end soon. But like the fortune enchantment, but not tied to the tool, kinda. The way Mechanism plays it off is it's like refining the ore more, so you get more ingot out of it, but you do just get more ingot for your ore. But yeah, like 600 iron turned into like 60 iron. And I was like, where did all the iron go? People made a lot of steel to the point where we like no longer had iron because all the resources are like communal. With how much iron's required even in base Minecraft, it's no wonder people want to spend less time mining. Yeah. I think that's where like I'm a little weirdo. I love mining in Minecraft. It's fun to me. But like they went through like 600 iron. So naturally, when I found the thing that shows me blocks through the world, I fucking used it on iron ore. And then I came back and it processed into 3,000 iron ingots. Nobody complained anymore because everyone could use all the iron they wanted and not have to be worried about leaving any for anyone else. So people are haters until it benefits them. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with this haul. Ever heard of Berlin noise? No. Is that like the Berlin Wall, but for sound? I would assume I'm right on the money. Oh, my inventory's full. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Do that. That. Okay, that's good. It's an algorithm to heavily oversimplify it, generates a smooth random. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, that's annoying. I can't swap that. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. God damn. Condense this as much as I can. My monitor just shut off. That's awesome. There we go. We're back. Condense these down. There. Okay, we're at Y32. I'm just... It's most commonly computed before it's needed. Then all the values are put into a texture where bright parts correspond to high numbers and dark spots correspond to lower numbers. Interesting. I need to get out of the cave. Minecraft uses it for terrain generation? Interesting. We should be coming up on the surface. Dude, my inventory's full again. That's so crazy. I don't need the 2 raw copper. Uh-oh. Just put random shit in here. Random, like, small quantity shit. There we go. Aha! Dude, how far am I? The old cave generation relied on it for the long tunnels. Okay. Oh. Not that far. Oh, it cheers me up every time I see it, chat. It just makes me happy every time. No. What? That was bullshit. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. It was through the dark oak into the old growth birch. God damn it. Fuck. Dude, I barely looked at that thing. Big tree would also be possible in Terraria. Dude, no fucking way. Okay, oh wait. Honestly, I don't think I was that close, but apparently I was. I just have to make sure. Okay. God damn it. I think I got all the important stuff. I think I got all the important stuff. Let's see. Axe, shovel. I don't have an iron pick right now. Yeah. Photonic, I would maybe recommend saving it for Thursday because we are actually about to end for real. On God, for real. We're actually ending stream right now. I just wanted to get back to the base. Oh, sorry. No, it's okay. I didn't want to cut you off with stream ending. That was all. I wanted you to be able to I want you to be able to explain it properly. And it is unfortunately just that time. It was actually that time like 12 minutes ago. But chat, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'm going to go make some dinner. Chat, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I'll see you Thursday. Goodbye, chat. You have or